Hi, I finished another book while I'm here in Norfolk, and it's this one, Tales from the Cafe, the sequel to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which I read quite a while ago and absolutely adored. And so, yes, I was always going to pick up the sequel, and I will be picking up at some point the next two in the series, which are Before Your Memory Fades and Before We Say Goodbye. So at some point, I'll pick those up as well. Again, it's one of these wonderful Japanese books that have the repetition in them, the calming repetition, which is it must be something that is in the Japanese genre, and I just love it, the repetition, the gentle repetition, because if you don't know what this is about, there is a hidden cafe. It's hidden down a side street in Tokyo, and it's called Funikula Funikala. No, Funikula Funikula, something like that. Oh, forget it. Anyway, and if you go to this cafe and you sit in a particular seat, you can travel back in time. And you can also travel in the future, but the majority of people travel back in time. And there's lots of rules here, and the rules, this is where the repetition comes in. The rules are repeated every time, for every new person. You can't change anything in the past. You can only see somebody if they've actually been in that cafe. And the amount of time you get with them is while the coffee's there. As soon as the coffee's cold, that's it. And if you are still there, if you've not finished the coffee, you've just let it get cold, you can't return. You stay as a ghost. And if while you're talking, you suddenly get the urge to stand up, then you drag back to the present. Those are the sort of rules. And you have 4 stories in here, 4 people that go back. You've got a man who is wanting to meet again the best friend whose daughter he's raised. The son who wants to see his mum because he never got to her funeral. The lover who wants to see the girl he couldn't marry. And then an aging detective who wants to give his wife a birthday present that he never got a chance to give her. Because you can pass things to people. While you're sitting at the table, you can pass people. So they are all very beautifully told stories. And what each one of these has this time that I didn't pick up last time, is that the person that they are meeting has a different perception of events. So this son who wants to go back to see his mum because he never got to her funeral, her view is very different to his view. And it's little things like that you don't, it's the idea that not everybody sees things the same way. You might be really getting anxious about something, but the other person involved isn't. Does that make sense? Anyway, what also is nice about this one is you get more of the story of the people who own the cafe. You learn more about them. And you also learn who this mysterious lady is, because where you sit, I didn't explain this very well, there's a lady sitting at a table reading a book, and that is the table where you have to sit to go back in the past. And she leaves that table once a day. And as soon as she leaves to go to the loo, you can sit in that table, have your coffee, and meet whoever it is you want to meet from the past. We learn in this book who she is. who this mysterious woman is who sits there, this ghost who sits there. So we learn a little bit more of the backstory. So yes, another charming little read. This Japanese sense of calm and repetition. You know what you're stepping into with these books, because they are always full of warmth, and I just love them. And they've usually got a cat. If not, there's not a cat in the story this time. Or is there? No. Do you know, I can't remember because I was focusing on the people rather than the animals. No, I don't think there was a cat. But there is one here. Do you know, I'm going to have to go back now and think. There might be a cat, there might not. I'm going to have to read it again and find out, because I was concentrating on the people. But I'm pretty sure there's not a cat. Oh, forget it. Anyway, I've got another couple of days before we go home, so I might get another one read. So this is Tales from the Cafe. So happy reading. Take care.